I have come back in time to reveal the events of the future!
The Simpsons has predicted some major historical events and some completely random things like this.
Do you care who the next president is?
No.
Come with me.
As we enter 2025, global headlines are dominated by unsettling news about Pope Francis's fragile condition and prolonged hospitalization, intensifying worldwide anxiety. Amid these somber times, The Simpsons emerges as an unlikely oracle, having repeatedly predicted events that mirror our current reality. With satirical precision, the show has forecast everything from political reversals to technological breakthroughs. One particularly chilling prediction involves the untimely demise of a pope, a storyline that now rings disturbingly true: Trump's return. Few moments in The Simpsons' history have generated as much buzz as the prophetic twist in the episode Bart to the Future. Originally aired in 2000, the episode humorously envisioned a future where Donald Trump and his tumultuous populist leadership came to power.
Picture going around online this month. It claims to show a screenshot of a 2002 episode of The Simpsons that eerily mirrors real-life events. It shows Donald Trump touching a glowing orb with two Middle Eastern-looking men. Well, last month, President Trump did just that with the King of Saudi Arabia and the President of Egypt.
At the time, the storyline was pure satire. However, when Trump's election in 2016 and his subsequent return to office in January 2025 turned the narrative into reality, the prediction's impact was nothing short of astonishing. In Bart to the Future, viewers are introduced to a dystopic vision of America marked by chaotic fiscal policies, public disillusionment, and widespread governmental dysfunction, all hallmarks of Trump's presidency. The episode uses razor-sharp wit to underscore the absurdity of contemporary politics, offering a hyperbolic glimpse at America's struggles with economic collapse, contentious policy decisions, and an ever-deepening political divide. As 2025 unfolds, the reality of Trump's second coming reinforces the idea that what was once dismissible comedy now mirrors our political landscape with an unsettling degree of accuracy. Moreover, the episode's mix of ironic humor and stark social commentary underscores a deeper truth: that political satire, regardless of its exaggeration, often contains elements that later crystallize into real-world events. Bart to the Future serves as both entertainment and a cultural wake-up call, reminding us how the whimsical predictions of a cartoon can closely parallel the tumult of modern democracies. The Simpsons, through this episode, force us to examine the volatile nature of political power and the profound consequences that can ensue when theory and reality converge. Holographic communication. While Bart to the Future is best known for its political prophecy, it also includes an early glimpse into the future of communication through holography. In one memorable scene, Bart receives a holographic message that transcends the limitations of traditional screens and phone calls. The episode envisions a world where holograms become the primary medium for interaction, replacing two-dimensional displays with fully immersive, three-dimensional projections that make communication more lifelike and personal. This prediction is particularly striking when compared to today's emerging holographic technologies. With companies like Microsoft and Meta investing heavily in mixed reality, the concept of hologram-based communication is rapidly moving from science fiction to reality. The idea of swapping out your smartphone for a device that projects full-color, interactive images in mid-air not only excites tech enthusiasts, but also hints at a future where virtual and physical experiences merge seamlessly. The Simpsons' portrayal of holographic communication in Bart to the Future is a vivid illustration of how technology can transform the way we connect. By imagining a future where conversations are as vivid as live interactions, the episode challenges us to reimagine the very nature of presence and interaction in a digital age. This prediction serves as both inspiration and a gentle caution. While the tech promises to bring us closer, it also raises crucial questions about privacy, data security, and the authenticity of our mediated relationships. In this way, The Simpsons not only forecast technological advancements, but also invite us to reflect on their broader societal implications. Self-driving car malfunctions. Autonomous vehicles have emerged as an area where optimism and caution often stand side by side. In the episode The Days of Future, The Simpsons explore the quirky pitfalls of self-driving cars through a series of humorous yet unsettling scenarios.
Hey, look, nobody's driving.
Relax, everybody. The Navitron auto drive system is driving the truck for me.
The plot centers on a self-driving car that spectacularly malfunctions, refusing to halt for a desperate passenger or making erratic decisions that highlight just how unpredictable automated technology can be. This particular segment of the show is both hilarious and prescient, accurately reflecting the current state of autonomous vehicle technology. Despite significant advancements by companies like Tesla, Waymo, and other innovators pushing the automation envelope, real-life incidents continue to raise concerns about reliability and safety. The Simpsons' portrayal of technological glitches in The Days of Future serves as a reminder that even the most advanced systems have their imperfections. The episode encapsulates the broader societal anxiety associated with ceding control to artificial intelligence. In its blend of slapstick humor and cold caution, The Days of Future encourages us to scrutinize the rapid adoption of self-driving technology. The narrative suggests that while automation promises a future of convenience and efficiency, it also requires rigorous safeguards, ethical considerations, and constant oversight to avoid potentially disastrous outcomes. As we witness the gradual integration of autonomous cars into everyday life, this Simpsons prediction stands as both a warning and an invitation to engage critically with emerging technologies. Papal Prophecy. In the episode Papal Prophecy, The Simpsons boldly ventured into a storyline involving the declining health and eventual passing of a beloved pope. The narrative portrays a frail pontiff struggling with illness before succumbing, triggering a global spiritual crisis. While initially intended as dark satire, this episode feels eerily relevant today in light of Pope Francis's current health struggles. Reports of his hospitalization, pneumonia diagnosis, and slow recovery have sparked significant concern worldwide, mirroring the somber tones of the episode. In Papal Prophecy, the show also explores the aftermath of such a loss, depicting the Vatican in chaos and millions of people mourning the passing of a spiritual leader. The episode underscores how the death of a pope could destabilize the Catholic Church, leaving a leadership vacuum and unsettling millions of followers. The storyline, though exaggerated for comedic effect, raises thought-provoking questions about the fragility of institutions and the impact of losing a global figurehead. Today, with Pope Francis resting in a hospital wing and the Vatican providing sparse updates, the parallels between reality and The Simpsons' fictional narrative are striking.
Pope Francis has now spent an entire week in Rome's Gemelli Hospital receiving treatment for double pneumonia.
The prediction serves as a chilling reminder of the show's uncanny ability to reflect real-world anxieties, leaving fans wondering if the writers of The Simpsons somehow foresaw this moment in history. Whether coincidence or calculated satire, Papal Prophecy adds another layer to the show's reputation for eerily accurate predictions. AI taking over jobs. In the episode The Devil's Dismissal, featured as part of a Treehouse of Horror segment, The Simpsons take aim at the rising influence of artificial intelligence in the workforce. In a hilariously grim twist, Homer and his colleagues are suddenly replaced by efficient, impersonal machines, leading to job losses and social upheaval.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet the future masters of the human race.
Comic-Con nerds!
You fool, these are robots. You will train them, and they will replace you.
This segment brilliantly encapsulates the growing anxiety that automation and AI might render human labor obsolete, an issue that has only become more relevant as AI-driven technologies advance at breakneck speed. Even as AI promises to revolutionize productivity, The Simpsons' nightmarish scenario in The Devil's Dismissal serves as a timely warning about the consequences of unchecked technological progress. Today, from manufacturing to service industries, technology is disrupting traditional employment models. The episode's portrayal of a workplace transformed by ruthless automation forces us to consider the ethical and social ramifications of replacing human workers with machines. It underscores the need for robust policies that safeguard human dignity in the age of digital transformation, while ensuring the benefits of technological innovation are equitably shared. By exaggerating the impact of AI in a way that is both humorous and tragic, The Simpsons challenge us to confront the realities of a rapidly evolving job market. Their narrative reminds us that while AI can drive efficiency and innovation, it also requires us to redefine our roles as workers and citizens in an increasingly automated world. The cautionary tale woven into The Devil's Dismissal is an essential piece of the broader conversation about the future of work in 2025. California fires. We're starting off with the January 2025 California fires that have been a frightening reality for people around the world. Strangely, it seems The Simpsons saw it coming years ago. In Season 18, Episode 12, titled Little Big Girl, Springfield faces a raging forest fire that threatens the entire town. What makes this episode stand out? Bart starts the fire during one of his mischievous pranks. What begins as a harmless joke quickly turns into chaos, with flames spreading uncontrollably. The fire destroys homes, trees, and everything in its path, leaving Springfield's firefighters struggling to contain the disaster. Fans of The Simpsons are convinced this episode predicted the California wildfires because the scenes look eerily similar to real events. But is it really a prediction, or just a wild coincidence? The Simpsons has a knack for turning real-world issues into gripping stories. Whether they predicted it or not, the eerie resemblance keeps fans talking. If you think these fires being predicted is odd, wait till you see what's next on this list. First female president. In The Simpsons, there's a moment that some people believe predicted the first female president of the United States.
Yes, I am proud to be America's first straight female president.
This prediction happened in the same 2000 episode that predicted Trump becoming president. In this episode, Lisa Simpson becomes the first female president of the United States. When Lisa takes office, she faces a country in huge debt, and she has to figure out how to solve the problems left by the previous president. What makes this prediction so interesting is that years later, in 2016, a woman, Hillary Clinton, ran for president. Though she didn't win, many fans think the episode was predicting that a woman could one day take charge of the country. Hologram. It's not a surprise that some people believe The Simpsons predicted holograms before they became a real thing. In a 2003 episode called Treehouse of Horror 13, we see something strange. During a spooky story, Homer interacts with holographic images. These images look like they are floating in the air. At the time, holograms seemed like something out of a science fiction movie, but now, holograms are real. We see them in concerts, where famous singers who have passed away perform again using holograms. Some companies also use holograms for meetings and events. Fans of The Simpsons believe this episode shows how the show looks into the future. Flying cars. Many people believe The Simpsons predicted flying cars, and it's easy to see why. In Season 16, Episode 15 titled Future Drama, the show gives a peek into the future. In this future, Homer and Bart ride in a floating car that zips through the air. It's exciting, fun, and looks exactly like what people imagine when they dream about flying cars. The idea of flying cars has been around for decades, and many think The Simpsons was ahead of its time by showing them on TV. Some fans believe the show wasn't just being creative, it was predicting what could become real. Today, tech companies are working hard to make flying cars a reality, so maybe The Simpsons wasn't far off. Virtual reality. Next on this list is virtual reality. In an episode titled Friends and Family, we see Mr. Burns using a futuristic headset. This headset lets him enter a world that feels real, even though it's all just technology. The episode came out in 2016, and while VR headsets were becoming popular then, they weren't completely mainstream. Fans believe this was a clear sign that The Simpsons saw virtual reality coming. Homer's goofy actions in the virtual world make the episode funny, but but it also shows how this tech could one day change how we live, play, and work. Today, virtual reality is everywhere, from games and education to even healthcare. Did The Simpsons predict it? Or was it just a lucky guess? Either way, this episode keeps proving that this animated show might just be ahead of its time. Large-scale natural disasters. Over the years, many fans have noticed that The Simpsons has shown disasters like earthquakes, tsunamis, and floods before they even happened. One of the most famous predictions was an earthquake. In an episode called The City of New York vs. Homer Simpson, the show showed Homer at the World Trade Center years before the 9/11 attacks. This shocked many people because it felt too real. Another prediction was about a huge tsunami. In the episode Bart to the Future, there was a scene that seemed to show a huge wave coming to destroy everything, just like a tsunami. This made people wonder if the show knew something before it happened. Many believed that the writers just used their imagination. But it's still fun to think about how The Simpsons might be predicting big disasters we can't see coming. U.S. men's curling team winning gold. In 2010, The Simpsons aired an episode called Boy Meets Curl, and in this episode, Homer and Marge become an unexpected curling team. They end up surprising everyone by winning a gold medal at the Winter Olympics, beating Sweden. It was a funny and unlikely story, as curling was not something the U.S. was known for. Homer and Marge's victory was a shocking twist, just like how many people didn't expect the U.S. to do well in curling. Fast forward to the 2018 Winter Olympics, and something unbelievable happened. The U.S. men's curling team, led by John Schuster, won the gold medal, just like The Simpsons predicted. They defeated Sweden, just like in the show. It was a huge surprise and reminded fans of the episode.